What's good? What's good, everybody? What's going on, man? This is one of those last minute lives, but your boy need to get his hours up anyways. And hit that like button, bro. Hit that like button, bro. I've been putting extra work in. I ain't gonna lie. I'm proud of myself. I need to be on the grind. You know what I'm talking about? This is one of them ones. Y'all see the title. It's a reaction to what Terence Crawford had to say in this interview. It had been going around for like the past 2 days, and I'm just gonna speak my opinion on it. Some people have asked me, and I've had private discussions about it. And this ain't the first time I reacted to Terence when he say something. I think this is probably just my second time. But like I said, before that, make sure you hit that like, make sure you subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. We're streaming both ways, vertical, horizontally. No matter which way you watch me, I appreciate it. Just support. It's the easiest way to support. We got that goal to hit by the end of the year. I'm trying to hit 5,000. Let's do it, y'all. I'm going to play this interview as well. Something I don't normally do, but I want to be able to have some type of context to it. So if you can't hear it, let me know in the chat ASAP if you cannot hear it. I need to know if you cannot hear this. Because there's no other way for me to test it, but I believe you should be able to with no problem. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and check it out. Oh, great. Of course, it's not where I had it. Well, I tell you. Okay, here we go. All right, just to give you a synopsis, it's about Terence Crawford, about boxing and how fans and this, that, and the third. I am going to play it, and I'm going to give my take on it. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody want to get in, just say drop the link, and I'll drop the link. Like I said, this wasn't supposed to be that long. I just didn't want to record a video. I want to give a true reaction. So let's go ahead, because I didn't even watch the whole interview. So let's go.
You know, I've seen you post some stuff on social media about it, and I've obviously seen you guys together. I got to ask you about Shakur, because you guys are, he's traveling.
Okay, is that too low or no? It don't sound low on my phone, but I want to make sure it's applicable to everybody's phone. You feel me? Hush. Okay, you can hear fine, cool. Let's keep it going. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, let me get credit. Shout out to Brian Mazique. I believe that's the name. His name. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Brian Mazique. He's a Forbes reporter. I know a lot of people was like ragging, like, how do you get a Terence interview? It don't matter how small your channel is. Shit, if he was successful in getting this interview, kudos to you, bro. But I did my research. Of course he was gonna get it. He worked for Forbes, right? But even I don't care. I hate when people say that. So make sure y'all go subscribe to Brian Mazique. It's spelled Mazique. I had to hunt and find this interview. Run him up on them numbers, bro. Good interview. Shout out to him. Like I said, gotta give everybody the credit. Without him, we wouldn't have this content. So let's go ahead.
Path, obviously, that you've been on at some point in time. So when you saw Saturday's fight, and you saw like some of the things that were happening with the camera, you know, showing the audience and all that, what was your first reaction? Because I saw some fighters, I saw Ishe Smith respond to it. I saw some other cats on there respond to it. What was your thought, being that you've walked this path before? What was your thought when you saw that?
Well, those ain't real supporters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't worry about those individuals. You know, it was kind of odd how all those people got up at the same exact time and walked out. So it's kind of seemed to me as if it was planned, you know, but at the same time, who cares? You know?
Hey, let me know if y'all think it was a top rank setup, because that's what he alluding to, bro. Do y'all think they really was trying to shit on Shakur like that? Like have people walk out at the end of the fight or whatever it may be? Let me know what y'all think in the comments or in the chat, one way or another. I don't know. I just think it wasn't what people thought they were gonna see. People expected a lot more out of Shakur, and it's crazy. They was expecting a lot more from the last performance. Like I said, people already had him at a high pedestal, bro. It's not like he was a lower tier fighter, so they was expecting something more to just make a bigger statement. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? But it was a great match. You know what I'm saying? It was a great boxing match.
Y'all paid their money to come and see him fight, and he looked sharp, and he won in flying colors. And
I agree.
So be it.
Yeah, yeah. As a guy who is like your guy's fighting style is obviously a little bit different. Every fight is different, but because you know him so well. You've been in the gym with him. You know what kind of talent he is. Does it pain you?
Bud, why you eating during the interview, bro? Shout out to Brian. Fuck it. I'm gonna take the interview any way I can get it. I can't show the interview because I ain't trying to get clapped. You know what I'm saying? But but my man eating, I'm trying to paint a picture for y'all. I do straight eating on the interview. Like, damn, dog. You know what I mean?
To watch him kind of, in some ways, be underappreciated and underrecognized, or you look at that as just like, oh, this is just part of the business. All of us have to go through this.
All the greats have been through those type of adversity moments. People talked bad about Floyd Mayweather.
Facts.
People talk bad about me. People talk bad about Ali.
Facts.
People gonna talk bad about the great ones.
True.
They want him to be basic. They want him to sit in front of a guy and slug it out with him, for they can say, "Oh, that was a great fight. That was a wonderful fight." Shakur Stevenson got his head banged out.
Now, see, that's true. And I be saying that, bro. Like, it's an art to this. And a lot of people today don't get it. But I'm going to get on to that. But like I said, I've been saying the same thing. It's called boxing for a reason. It's not called KOs. It's not called fighting. It's called boxing. If you've been a fan of this channel, you know I've been saying this over and over again, or whatnot. But it is what it is, though. He's on to something right here. And again, this is my first time watching this interview in its entirety. I've been seeing little snippets or people repeating stuff to me that he has said, but I don't see nothing wrong that he's saying so far, though.
But he won the fight. That's what they want. But that's not the name of the game. The name of the game is called boxing for a reason.
Facts.
Hit and not get hit.
Yes, sir. Hit and not get hit. That's right.
I think people need to look up the definition of boxing. You got a lot of people that claim they know boxing and they follow boxing and they got their YouTube channels and they got their podcasts, but they really don't know boxing. Yeah, they watch boxing, but they don't even know what they're watching half of the time.
Now I see why I was told to watch this. See, the homie Tom knew this was going to kind of trigger me. That's cool. I'm not triggered. I promise. But I'm going to say some facts, goddamn me. Stop this shit. All right, this is the second time Bud said this, grouped all the YouTubers together, and podcasters. This is how he always have started it off. It's cool, but, still got much love. Still my favorite fighter, but look, at the end of the day, casual, fanboy, aficionado, you can't put all three of us together, okay? I will say this. There are some that come off and act as if they know what they're talking about. There are some that have been in the ring, and I found out they still don't know what they're talking about. There are people like me that are just knowledgeable about the sport, and I really love the sport to T because I feel like I really relate to it. You know what I'm saying? I've already told my story between me and boxing, tried it, streets had me. I'm not going to get into that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean everybody on the tube or everyone with a podcast don't know what they're watching. It's just as much work as I put in on this show right here. You know what I'm saying? The aesthetics and the mic and everything else. I got just as much, if not way more, for the sport of boxing, bro. I do this because I love it. But if there was a boxing match going on right now, somebody said, come on, let's go look at it, I'm going. Because I love it that much. I don't know shit about football like that, basketball, golf, you name any other sport, I don't know. I'll watch it, but that's when I become a casual. When it comes to this sport of boxing, though, I feel like I'm one of the realest out here. I'm going to keep it 100 with everybody and give my honest opinion, unbiased, unfiltered at that at times. But to say that you can group a fanboy with a casual because there's levels to it, no, I don't think that's cool, bro. I don't think that's fair to even say that we don't even know nothing about the sport and say that we don't know what we're even watching. Let me keep going. Let's continue because, yeah, I'm starting to seem like I'm triggered, but I'm not. Trust me.
You know, they look at boxing and they say, well, he wasn't fighting. Or I want to see a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Or I want to see these two guys fight. It's always fighting. But that ain't the name of the game. It's called boxing.
Facts.
Why don't they
Facts.
say, oh, I want to see Tank box Shakur?
Before I get in that Tank and Shakur, what he talking about boxing, but I will say is this, though. I've been saying it. It's boxing. It's not fighting. It's not supposed to be, it's viewed as that, even though it's considered fighting. And I'm gonna get to that. I know where he going with it, but he's stating it as a fact, but it's not a fact. It's not.
Because at the end of the day, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a boxing match, not a fighting match. If you want to watch fighting, then there's other things like UFC, they fight.
Facts.
They use their feet. They use, the elbows. They kick you, they do a lot of things, But when we talking about the martial arts of boxing, it's a science to boxing. And I just want people to, know the definition of boxing.
I can agree. I've always felt that way. Daniel, Bereave Sports Highlights, Mark Wynn, DJ, I see everybody. What's going on, y'all? I agree. It's boxing for a reason, but sadly to say, that name really never held no weight. It's called boxing as a title, but the rest of it is consists of fighting. Let me explain. This is where I say, like, I got books, bro. You can't see, this is a big green screen right here, but behind it, I got books, boxing books, and all sorts of knowledge, right? Boxing come from like 600 and something BC, bro. And it was called pugilism. And, pugilism is plural for pugilist, and that means fighter. And it got associated into the Olympics back then. And then somewhere along in 19-something, Queensberry did their thing or whatever. It sort of asserted rules in it. That's where you get the gloves and all this. But guess what? It was called boxing, but they still was talked about as fighters. And then the WBC came along and they added their rules, which is like the 10-point system and blase. You can go look all that up on your own. But my point is this: no matter what you called it, pugilism, boxing, when it came to describing the person that's boxing, they were called fighters. They were called fighters. I'm sorry, you can't blame YouTubers. You can't blame podcasters. You can't talk about look up the true definition, because the definition you just gave is not the definition. The definition that you're speaking of was not even a definition. It was coined a phrase by a reporter. I can't remember his name. Someone says Peter something, but he coined the phrase, the sweet science. When he was asked why he said that on air, he said because he believed that it's more than just punching. All right? It's an art to it. It's a science to it. That came from a reporter. So people took that and make it seem like it's the definition, but it's not. At the end of the day, they do refer to boxers as fighters. Any ESPN, any publication that is airing a boxing match, they're going to refer to those fighters, just like I did, as fighters. I hope these guys come out and fight. They're not going to say, I hope these guys come out and box. Now, most time when you hear the term boxer or box is the style of fight. That's what it's turned into. Mayweather, boxer. Shakur Stevenson, straight boxer. Sugar Ray Leonard, straight boxer. And usually a boxer is not a KO artist. So I'm not finna let you use that to defecate upon the very people who, like I said, fanboy, casual, aficionado, every now and then person that hypes the sport up. You understand what I'm saying? That hypes the sport up. Nobody more than on YouTube, TikTok, or whatever social media platform you on bigs up this sport. And those are just facts. That's facts, bro. So I'm just saying, man, I love you a lot. You my favorite fighter, but you gotta put a little respect on that. You think people get on here and just talk shit? I don't even know it sounds like I'm talking shit now, but I'm not, trust me, but I'm just saying, these are just facts, bro. There's plenty of, from blood boxing to 913 boxers to Punch Drunk, and I'm gonna be on their shows later. Punch Drunk 413 to my boy Heavy Bag to back in the red corner boxing to the boxing voice. And I don't call out other people's names. Y'all know that. The boxing voice and all these other, and it's a whole bunch of casual, and it's a whole bunch of other goddamn me plethora of shows that really are dedicated. You think people are not dedicated, just getting all of this shit? This shit costs money. Money that half of us ain't got to big up a sport so you can make millions of dollars and then turn around to hear boxers defecate on us like we don't know shit. Stop that. I just think that you should not group everyone in. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. It gotta be a little more. I ain't saying that you gotta respect me. However, I'm just saying that at the end of the day, it's a scratch my back, scratch yours type shit. I respect you as a boxer, and you should respect us as our craft. We don't. I ain't saying I deserve to get up and talk shit about you, but what I'm saying is that when you hear them talking about fighters and they're fighting, they want to see a fight. That's that person liking. They want to see a fight. I don't mind seeing a boxing match. I knew what I was watching. I liked it. That was a damn good performance. Besides his last performance, but I also could admit that I did fall asleep. I almost got drove for it. I fell asleep live. That wasn't me clowning. The phone rang. Somebody called me and woke me up, yo. That's not a knock on him. But it just wasn't the entertaining Shakur that we were used to see, especially afterwards we saw the epilogue where you told him he just wasn't shooting the jab more. He could have did more. And I think a lot of people are saying that. That's it. Me, myself, I don't know what a whole lot more means. I explained what I meant. He just need to know when to mix it up and take them chances. I think he hops back too far. He creates too much space. I think that when he gets in that pocket when he fought, I think it was Valdez, when Valdez says like he be right there and you just miss him. When he mastered that pocket, that no man's land pocket like you got, Terence, he gonna be a bad motherfucker, 100%. I think he a bad motherfucker now, but a lot of people will argue with me about it. But that's my perception because I look at him because I know he's a boxer. He's a boxer first. He don't go in for the kill. He don't go in for the knockout. If it's there, he gonna take it. But my main thing is that the definition of boxing, damn near the term boxing damn near don't have a definition because right after you say boxing, it describes as two people fighting. I can't make this shit up, bro. It literally says two people fighting. It doesn't say anything about two people boxing. You know, then like I said, you got to go after ESPN, The Zone, all the commentators, because they don't even say y'all boxing. When they describe them, the boxers that are up there commentating, they don't even say they're boxing. When they talk about their past career, they say, when I fought, when I was in there fighting. So where you think the casuals are going to pick it up from? They're going to say fighting. And then when you hear fighting, you're going to expect fighting. I feel like the very people that are in it aren't projecting it correctly. This is why UFC is winning, because they project fighting. This is a UFC fight, right? Let's not. Hey, anybody remember Friday Night Fights? That wasn't in UFC. That was what? Huh? I'll wait. That was boxing, wasn't it? Come on, bro. It was only one show that I ever heard say actually Boxing After Dark, and that was HBO. But still today, you know, no matter where, I don't care what promoter you with, bro, nobody's bigging up boxing more than the fans, especially ones on social media. Because you're not going to hear about a fight on ESPN on regular cable until the day of the fight. Hell, you go on ESPN.com, you got to search for the boxing logo. You ain't got to search for no UFC logo. They going to advertise UFC all fucking week. The only platform you know damn well boxing going to be on, and that's because you got to mess with, and that's DAZN, and that's the DAZN app, because if you in the box, it's going to be right there in front of your face. PBC got to deal with Amazon. Right now, go on Amazon, see if you can find anything about PBC. You not, unless you search for it. And then it's still going to half-ass pop up. So, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is this. YouTubers, TikTokers, keep doing what y'all do, but I don't take no slight at this. It's just like, damn. We all just don't know what we talking about, huh? That's not how that go, bro. I hope it ain't disconnect, bro. I think it disconnected. I hope it did. Let me see.
Have you ever
go.
found yourself maybe falling into that in your own career? Like fights you had in the past where you kind of caught yourself leaning into that, like the crowd wants me to do this or whatever.
We all do. We all want to be crowd pleasers, because the more you please the crowd, the more your name get recognition, the more that, you know, people get to talking about you, and the more your value evolves.
Right.
But at the same time, look at those fighters that was crowd pleasers and was trying to do everything for the crowd, and they lost their life.
Mm-hmm.
Or they got in a bad injury and they couldn't box anymore. Where's all those crowd pleasing people that was cheering those fighters on?
Yeah,
and this fighter can't fight no more, and that's hospitalized, that, you know what I mean, nobody comes to see. Nobody's paying for their doctor bills. Nobody is chanting them on anymore. What about those fighters that lost their life, you know, trying to be a crowd pleaser and fight a fight that they shouldn't have fought, but they, you know what I mean, listening to the crowd and lost their life? Is the crowd or the people, you know what I mean, taking care of their family? Is they sending letters, you know what I mean, talking to their family and telling them how great they child was, or anything, or their father or their son? Things like that, us fighters got to think about.
Mm-hmm.
when we in the ring. We not just fighting just the fight. Like, you really can lose your life in the ring. So it's not a game. It's not something that you can say, oh,
I gotta stop him right here though. I get what he's saying, because depending who you fighting, you gotta analyze that shit. Because hell, you fight like a George Foreman. You saw how Ali fought. I definitely understand that take. But did you just hear the contradiction? He just said, when I fight this fight, I gotta choose how I'm gonna fight this fight. Did y'all hear that? So he's not even doing it. He's not even saying it.
Time out.
Listen.
He hit me in my head.
Listen.
We not just fighting just the fight. Like,
see?
You really can lose your life in the ring.
We not just fighting the fight.
So it's not a game. It's not something that you can say, oh, time out. He hit me in my head and I'm dizzy.
Right.
You know, people really get battered and hurt in boxing. And then when you see those fighters years after they didn't retired and they couldn't talk a sentence or comprehend anything, or then lost their whole money because bad investments, or they wasn't smart enough to invest their money in anything, Now what? Where's all those crowd pleasing people that was
Now, that don't have nothing to do with nobody. If you're not smart enough to do your own investments, that shit should be number one uno. If you got a good promoter, I feel like promoters should be at least, hey, if a regular job can give you an Aflac pamphlet, right, to get some sort of health care if they don't offer it, or if a regular job say, hey, you want to invest in our stock, like if you work for Walgreens, they'll let you invest in them. If you don't have some sort of person like that, or even just some sense, like you can invest in Top Rank, you could invest somewhere. Like that's not nobody's fault. That right there is not nobody's fault.
getting this fighter on once upon a time. It's in with the old, out with the old, in with the new. Oh, he's washed up. That's what they say. Oh, he's washed up. He's nothing. We on to this guy. So you gotta think about things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had a lot of great points. And I'm a state the unpopular opinion. The minute you get in that ring, it's automatic that you know that it could be your last fight. It could be your first and last. This is a fact. And in any sport, you can't expect someone to have the same feelings as you. So I can see how casuals, they're not thinking about that. They're just thinking about the entertainment part aspect of it. So I feel like to pass the blame of that on, I don't know if that's fair. But because you're in there, you're choosing to be in there. Because that's what the casual is going to say. You choose to get your ass in there. That's what they're going to say. They didn't pay their money to care about you. Now, me on the other hand, I never want to see that, but I just know there's some people like that out there. But at the same time, you gotta look at both sides. But at the end of the day, it's a hurt sport. Like you said, being a crowd pleaser. Some fights you're not gonna be able to be that crowd pleaser, but you still gotta balance it. You just can't. I don't see how that was pertaining to Shakur. Like you have to mix it up a bit, and I know Shakur could do it. I seen it, man. That Oscar Valdez fight, Jamel Herring fight was fire. I was there, right? And I think that once he set that bar, that's what everybody wants to see. But like I said, when he takes them hop backs, I just think he's taking too much space away from himself. And once he get that no man's land, because in that Oscar Valdez fight, he was pop. Oh my God, it was crazy. You hear me? But nonetheless, I do understand how people feel because he set that bar, then he went down, and people want to see that same type of fight, and it just didn't happen for him. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't happen because you got to remember, the people who paid for them tickets, I ain't even going to stunt, bruh. 80% of them people, maybe 70% of them people were casuals. 30% were the aficionados. It's not enough boxing aficionados out here in the world. That's what, you know what I'm saying? And most of them is them that's doing that talking. That's like, damn, dog, whoa, whoa, whoa. And sometimes, like I say, let it be, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, you got me time with this one. But, before as the YouTube stuff, that did bother me a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. Because that's not cool, because like I say, nobody does this better than anybody on social media. Like, dude, I feel like if nobody was promoting boxing on social media, bro, on life, boxing wouldn't be nowhere near that. Boxing is climbing out the woodworks, bro. We have the conversation. The fans is on here taking up for certain fighters, making lies up for fighters, and it's like a whole boxing world now. When I first got on here, boxing was so dry. It was so dry, bro. Like, now, it's like the shit. But the one thing ain't changed. They still ain't putting no money into boxing on TV to let people know that, oh, this is coming on. No commercials, no nothing. Shout out to Turkey Out Sheet. With his production and his commercials, Bug got one of the coldest promos for his boxing match coming against Matramov, and it's not even on TV in America. That shit should be on TV, bro. It should be on TV. I encourage y'all go look that up, bro. That promo hard, bro. All of them been thorough, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, Man, just I don't know. That don't look at us like that, bro. It's like we fighting for the sport and ain't nobody getting no change off this shit. Let me tell y'all, a lot of YouTubers go to them scrums. You know, when we was getting them interviews, we don't get paid for that. We do not get paid for that, bro. You gotta have some sort of connect or sponsorship to get paid from that shit. But if you're a regular person trying to get it and get your name out there, they don't get paid for that. To get that little 10 seconds, 2 questions in, mean a lot. You came for to put that work in. And then we got to prove to y'all that we legit through that. And we still don't make no money on the tube from that shit, bro. You understand me? So the say like, oh, it's just a podcast or it's just YouTube, bro. People putting their blood, sweat, and tears into this because they love it. Because they love it. You know what I mean? You gotta love this shit, bro. Because I'm telling you, if boxers are looking at YouTubers, well, he got a ticket here, he got it here, he must got some money. Trust me, 9 times out of 10, it's the other way around, Jack. It is not like that. Unless you got some hardcore sponsorship or you affiliate already with somebody. If you just a regular cat and you just doing what you could do, hey, it is what it is. And just to look down on folk that's trying, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. And I ain't the one to stand for it. That's just me, though. Let's continue.
Well, I want to ask you, is there, I know you were mentioning you're focusing on Majrov, and I 100% understand that, but I got to ask you, is there ever a possibility where you would rematch Errol Spence?
Oh, shit.
Or is he in a position where he needs to win?
If y'all ain't hearing, he asking about if he gonna rematch Errol Spence. I want to see what this shit is.
In before that makes sense for you.
The possibility is there.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting Fanboy for his title. I'm fighting for a title. And there's the possibility. He win his fight in Fanboy.
Hold on, I'm rewinding that.
For his title.
But I got to ask you,
I got to let y'all hear that again.
Is there ever a possibility where you would rematch Errol Spence? Or is he in a position where he needs to win again before that makes sense for you?
Huh.
The possibility is there.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting Fanboy for his title. I'm fighting for a title.
Oh, shit.
And there's the possibility. He win his fight, God willing. I win my fight, God willing. And there's your possibility right there.
Yeah. All right, man. I appreciate your time for sure, man.
Hey, no doubt. Salutes again to Brian Mazique. I hope I ain't butchering your name. That full interview is in the we're not gonna do some little more too, but just go down in the description if you want to see that entire interview. I had to hunt for that mug. You know, my boy Tom sent me the snippet and I took that and ran with it, but he said he couldn't find the whole thing. He had saw it, but he couldn't find it. But he told me I had to do this, and I see why. But yeah, bro, like shot with Ron, what's up, bro? Said I see you, bro. Salute to y'all, man. I hope everybody in here hitting that like button, man. Don't play with me right now, bro. Hit that like button, bro. Like I said, man, we trying to grow to 5,000 subscribers, man. It don't take nothing to hit that like button or even hit that subscribe button, bro. Real spit, but this one did get me a little bit, bro, because just simply the fact, man, you took people, if you take all the boxing shows off the tube, you take all the box shows off of Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, TikTok and all that away, bro, where y'all advertising coming from? Like I say, the promoters winning big because unless you got a direct affiliation, which very few got, bro, very few have it, bro, no, you wouldn't be getting none. No, they not advertising boxing on TV. They're just not. So when I see somebody coming on here, on the tube and trying to create a show, whether people try to talk about their background, I be seeing people just make the dumbest ass comments, but they on here trying, man, salutes to you from me, bro. Keep bigging up the sport. You know what I'm saying? Because I truly feel if it ain't no us, it ain't gonna be no boxing, bro. Because you can't get people in the state without we the hype men. We are the hype men of boxing. 100%. We are the hype men of boxing, bro, without getting paid for it at all. You know what I mean? So you gotta love this shit, bro. But I'm not gonna sit here and stand for that. Say we don't know what we talking about. Now I do know casuals and this and that third, but fuck that. You still gotta give the casuals some respect because they love it, bro. They love it, bro. The bottom line is that when it comes to a lot of casuals talking shit, sometimes you gotta learn to ignore it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. I hear shit all the time about my show. I don't feed into everything everybody say, bro. Especially if you being Captain Obvious. The most you gonna give me is duh. It's that simple. You feel me? Like, but at the end of the day, no. I think Tom knew that was the part that was gonna get me. But we can talk about this Errol Spence though. I ain't gonna be on too much longer because I supposed to be on my boy Punch. Make sure y'all come over there to Punch Drunk _412 and hang out on his live. I'm gonna go over there and hang out with him. But I just wanted to get this out there. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like DJ said, where else are casuals like me supposed to go to learn more? And see, he's a casual that's open, right? You got some casuals that's not, that pretend like they know everything, or, you know, it's some people like that, DJ. That's why you get the utmost respect, man. Like you be silent. We could tell that you really, really pay attention, bro. Because honestly, we're not on here trying to be teachers. We're just on here trying to put out accurate information. We're not trying to be clickbaiters or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? The people I run with, we only try to put out true information or have great conversation about it. Even if it's about speculation conversation, whatever the case may be. Just great conversation about sports and boxing in particular. And that's it. And just state the facts and have our opinions. Because that's another thing. We do have the right to have our opinions. I ain't saying we got the right to be an asshole, but we got the right to have our opinions. And that's everybody, honestly. And it's your choice to listen to the shit or not. You know what I mean? Just like people finna have their opinion about the last part he said of this interview. There's a possibility of him and Errol at 154. Errol, basically he said Errol fight Fundora if he get that belt, and then he's finna fight Matchimoff and get that belt. It's a possibility right there. So in other words, I take that they're gonna clash. And that's cool. If they don't, they don't. But believe me, it's gonna be a lot of shit behind that statement. Right? It's gonna be a lot of shit. I bet you some videos out here right now that's probably saying something on the lines like, after hearing this interview, he defended Shakur. Right? Guess what? He was. And guess what? That's his homeboy. I ain't mad at it. So I look at it, but you gotta be able to accept what come along with it. You know what I'm saying? I only expect this live to be about 30, 45 minutes, y'all, man. A little podcast to get up out there for y'all, man. But if y'all want to help your boy get them hours up and get them likes up and the subscribers up, man, I would greatly appreciate if you tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? Or share it on all your social medias, all right? I got to get up off of here, prep for my boy channel. Because like I say, we help people around here, man. Salute to Punch Drunk, salute to 913. Make sure y'all cut them bells on. Go to 913 Boxers, subscribe to him. Go to Punch Drunk _412. Subscribe to him, you understand me? All right? Heavy Bag, you know who he is. Goddamn me. Get your ass in there and hit the bag. Go hit that like button, that subscribe button for Heavy Bag, man. You know, it's the takeover, baby. We here, man. We help each other around this motherfucker. So, hey, do that. And I'm going to get up out of here, man. Y'all be... Wait. What'd you say? I don't love the idea of Spence versus Crawford rematch. A lot of people not. That's why I said, see? Right there. A lot of people are finna be talking like that. You understand me? But that's the beauty of boxing. That's the conversation. But people can't take that and go and then take it, and a boxer hear that and get mad about it. That's just brewing the conversation. Because like I tell everybody, no matter what happens, the weeks before a fight week, everybody's watching. Well, you're a fire stick boy or you going to pay for it, you watching. So at the end of the day, that's why I like the beauty of the conversation. I love the arguments. I love it all, man. It's all part of the sport for me. You know what I mean? I love good dialogue. That's why I invite people. If you want to talk shit to me, hey, usually the link is in the chat. I don't care. Because I like having that back and forth. I like having that dialogue. If you got sense, come on up too. It ain't just for the trolls. I love it all, baby. You know what I mean? I'm thick-skinned as they come, bro. Trust me. Trust me. And if you crack jokes, you better come with it. Because I'm hot your ass. But no, straight up, man, DJ. That's what I'm saying. Just like that. That's what's going to spark it. Just because he said that, oh, he going to fight. He going to fight Earl. Then somebody going to be like me. I'm like, man, fuck it. I see it. That way, can't nobody say it was a fluke or he was underweight. See, that's how I look at it. I want to see the Earl rematch because, oh, he was underweight. Then it came out he was high. Okay, fine. He had a comfortable weight now, right? 154, where he wanted to fight at anyways. See what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's get it on. Let's see if it was a fluke or not. That's all I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of it, man. 9 should be. DJ said, what time is 9? Punch Drunk is finna go live at 8:00. At 8:00. All right. Yeah, at 8:00. And then maybe I think 9 might go live after that. I'm not sure, but I know for sure Punch Drunk _412. Check him out. He will be over there. Where else was said in this thing before I jump up out of here, man? Another great point DJ said. Again, what do they call it? Fight card. Fight night. Who did they last fight? You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. I ain't gonna stunt. That word you just used, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know what it means. Hey, man, I gotta hear you say that word. I'm not gonna make a fool of myself. But you're right, dog. It's a common term. That's what I'm saying. This is why they can't grasp, boxing. They ain't say, what's the boxing card? Boxing night. Who they boxed last night? No, it just doesn't roll off the tongue good. And using the word fight is more exciting to a casual fan because that's what they want to see. You hear fight, you think of violence. You think of motherfuckers finna go at it. And promoters want to put asses in them seats. Like I said, but Terence will speak some good shit because I said that. The difference between a good one and a great one, and the great one can adapt to anybody. 9 times 10, they get shitted on. Like I said, Mayweather, Ali, everybody he named, I named. It ain't till later on they get recognized they great when until the world realize ain't nobody gonna beat this motherfucker. He gotta be great. Out of all these, can't nobody beat him. Then people will say he great. Think about all the hate Mayweather got. After a while, the world just said, fuck it. He missed the 50-0. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it to him. Everybody last hope was Sugar Shane. And when that didn't happen, it was like, damn. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man. So he had a lot of great points, but I just think when he was talking about the definition and saying people don't know what they're looking at and what boxing, the definition of boxing, no, that's not the definition of boxing. And if you look it up, when you look up the definition of boxing for a fact, it says, what it say? It say boxing, 2 people fighting, blah, 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 blah. It started with 2 people fighting. You see what I'm saying? Even when it was turned to boxing, it was still 2 people fighting with leather wrapped around their hands. Now it's from the Greeks. Like, it go back, bro. But anyway, it is what it is, y'all. I'm not trying to stay on it too much longer. I'll probably re-air this for the fun of it tomorrow morning for all my rewatchers. Salute to y'all. Like I said, man, y'all stay up, stay blessed. Hey, hit that like button, motherfucker. You know what's good for you. Deuces, y'all.